Hey, I'm Zach.
And I'm Jesse.
And we're going to show you how to get to Mars in the newest Model X update.
Next on Now You Know.
Alright, so as you can see, we're in the new 8.0, 2.50.114. If you've got this, you got the new update, and here's what you get in it. So, Supercharger Amenities. What this is going to do is it's going to tell you when you get to your nav screen what amenities are at each supercharger. So let's take a look at that. Let's go into our map, and
There are a lot of superchargers.
There are a lot of superchargers. Let's just pick a random one.
This one.
So the Strasburg, Virginia, it has bathrooms, place to eat, place to get coffee,
Yep.
place to get lodging, place to go shopping, and it
Wi-Fi.
has Wi-Fi. And I do want to point out, this is new. And the 40-cent per minute idle fee, remember 2 weeks ago, someone tweeted to Elon that he was tired of people parking too long. Well, they've now implemented the parking fees at almost all the superchargers. So if you park there for longer than your charge, you have a 5-minute period where you aren't being charged anything, and then if there's more than half the stalls taken up, you'll be charged a 40-cent per minute idle fee. That will actually help you, because that means when you get to that supercharger, it'll be free.
Have open spots. That's
it'll be available to you.
Cool.
The next one is automatic driver profiles. So your car can now automatically adjust your seat and steering wheel position for your comfort before you get in. You will link your key to your driver profile, and the car will set the seats, the steering wheel, and other settings to your driver profile when you open the driver door. To enable this, you go to your controls, settings, and driver profiles. So let's just walk you through that. That's controls, settings, driver profiles, and then we go to Zach, and then we can link to key fob 2 right here. So I could take a key fob. If this was key fob 2, I could link these settings to this key fob if I wanted to. Now I know this may sound funny, but I think this is my favorite update, the equalizer settings. You can further tune your sound with 2 additional equalizer settings. So let's go into the equalizer.
Okay.
And as you can see now, instead of just having bass, mid, and treble, you've got 2 additional ones in between. I am an audio engineer, and so I love having more control to sculpt my sound, and I was always a little bit bummed that with my super duper high fidelity audio system that I wasn't able to do that. Now I am, so let's give it a shot.
Let's give it a shot. I feel like I'm at a live EDM concert.
A lot more control.
Wow, that's awesome. Well, that was really fun.
And they've got detente, so as you're slipping through, it'll stop at 0. So you can go like this, and it'll stop at 0.
That's kind of nice.
So you can just do that, and you don't have to get back to 0 is very easy.
Awesome.
So new automatic door settings. You can now enable and disable the automatic door convenient features. The automatic door features are: the driver door will open when the key fob is detected and will close when the key fob is no longer in range. Note that you can suspend the automatic driver door opening for 30 seconds if you press the lock button, which is on the top of the key fob, as you're approaching the Model X. Now, what's different about this?
So I think the difference here is that, first of all, I think it'll close the door after you've left the range of the car.
Okay.
And another thing is you usually turn on automatic door opening, and what that does is it'll open the door when you approach your car. And this can sometimes be a little scary for you because it's on a busy street and the door is exposed and you don't want it to open onto oncoming traffic.
Okay.
So I think what you can do is, as you're walking up to the car and you see you can set it to delay it for 30 seconds.
Okay.
So you can, as you see the mirrors fold out and the spoiler go up, you can press that lock button and it'll keep the door from opening.
Keep the door from opening. Gotcha.
Yeah.
That's great. Now, another thing is the first double click of the key fob will open the driver's door. That's normal.
Yeah.
But then a second double click will open the passenger door. All right, so the triple click to close doors. If you like the convenience of closing all open doors when you lock your Model X with your key fob, but are concerned about triggering it unintentionally, you can now triple click the key fob to do it, even if you've disabled this feature for single click using this. So I just want to point out, if you go into your settings and we go to this one here, close all with key fob. So even if you had it off, triple click will still work.
That's nice.
Yeah, so that means that either way, on or off, your triple click will close all the doors. That's a really cool setting.
That's great.
So this is really cool. You triple click on the top of the fob and all the doors will close.
Right. So, and I think that the reason for this is there were a couple times during our cross-country road trip, and even when we were putting the Christmas tree on the roof.
Oh, I remember that.
Where you bump your fob,
yeah,
and if you press the button once, all the doors are going to start to close.
Right, and it's easy to bump it once. It's very almost impossible to triple click.
Right. So then the doors start closing on you, and you're like, oh, great, and you have to block the door.
Right.
So I mean, that totally solves that problem.
Yeah.
Great.
That's
awesome. I
awesome.
mean, triple clicking is fine as long as you are thinking about it.
Right.
You just bump it.
That's cool.
I love that.
And then lastly, using your key fob to summon the car. You can now use your key fob to summon your Model X. Press and hold the center button on the key fob until the hazard lights flash continuously. While the hazard lights are flashing, press the frunk button once on the key fob to drive the Model X forward into the parking space, or press the trunk button once to back the Model X into the parking space. The Model X will move up to 40 feet or until the sensors detect an obstacle, at which point parking is considered complete and the vehicle will shift to park. That's so great. You don't have to take out your app and get that hooked up, whatever. This is just we should go try this.
Let's try right now.
All right. All right, so we're going to test out the summon using the fob. So I'm going to hold down this button. When I see that the hazard lights come on, I'm now going to tap front trunk. And Sparky should try to park the car. Hopefully he won't kill me. I don't know if he'll run me over or want to kill me. Do you want to kill me, Sparky?
Let's see. I guess he likes you.
Sparky, you want to keep coming?
Nope.
No.
So he sensed that was the end of the parking spot. So I have a question. What happens if you need to stop it?
Okay, well, let's try it again. So let's initiate. And we'll have it roll forward. And let's say that as he's rolling forward, right about here, we see that he's going to hit a baby.
Wow, so that really...
Just tap the front of the key. There's about a half a second delay, and then it stops.
Wow, that's cool. Good to know.
Yeah.
Now you know.
Now you know. So I believe this is the first time that we can open all 5 doors of the car with the fob. So let's give it a shot. So if we want to open the driver's side door, we just double click there. We want to open the passenger side door, we do that. We want to open the trunk, we do that. We want to open the 2 Falcon Wing doors, we do that. And then if we want to close all the doors, we triple click. 1, 2, 3.
Well, that is pretty nifty.
That is pretty nifty. And if we want to back the car up, we can just hold down the fob until we get the hazard lights. Then we tap the back.
It's almost like it doesn't need us at all.
Yeah. But wait, Sparky, don't you need us? Pretty cool. So we want to show you that if you want to use the new summon feature on your fob, you're going to have to change a couple settings on your screen. So potentially. So first of all, make sure that auto park is set to on, because obviously you want to be able to summon it. Then you go to customize, And then within your customized settings, you want to make sure that require continuous press is set to no. If you put it to yes, then you're not going to be able to use your fob to summon your car. You're going to have to use your app only. So set that to no, and then you will be able to summon your car. So Jesse, you want to know how to get to Mars in your Model X?
Yes, please.
All right, so the new Easter egg is you hold down the Tesla T up here, and then it'll say please enter an access code. We are going to enter Mars. And look where it put us.
Whoa!
We are now on the surface of Mars. There is Sparky. Sparky has become a rover.
Wow.
And this is the actual surface of Mars. I was thinking that we should drive to the poles for some skiing, maybe.
That's probably a good idea. Although I'm sure there's plenty of great mountains for skiing on Mars.
Would you maybe rather go to the volcano?
Yeah.
There's a nice big volcano there. Maybe we can do some skiing at the top.
Yeah.
Then when you want to leave Mars, tap the screen and hit Earth, and you're back on Earth.
Okay, well that's good. There's a lot more superchargers on Earth than there are on Mars.
At the moment.
Yeah, for now.
Give them some time.
Give them a little bit of time.
So we've seen Mars. That's really cool. But if you want to see your car as a spaceship, go while you're still in Mars, hit your Tesla T, and look at what your car has become.
Oh, that's awesome. So this is the spaceships that will be going to Mars soon.
Yes.
That's awesome. So excited. SpaceX, Tesla. Awesome. So Dad.
Yeah?
We just put some of our podcasts onto TuneIn.
Yeah, you mean like Tesla Time News, Off the Grid, and Talking Mars?
Yeah, so that means that people who own Teslas can start to listen to our podcast about Tesla.
Isn't that great? But it is a little trickier than we thought, so we're going to show you how to do that. So what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to go into your TuneIn app on your phone, and you're going to need to search for Now You Know under Podcasts. Mm-hmm. Once you find our podcast, you're going to need to hit the favorite button. Once you do that, when you go to your Tesla, under your favorites, you will now see Now You Know Podcasts as a favorite, and you will see our episodes pop up there.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Let's listen to some.
Hey, I'm Zach.
And I'm Jesse.
And you're watching Tesla Time News
On Now You Know.
episode 14.
Cool.
Wow. So you can find our podcast on iTunes, also here on TuneIn on your Tesla.
Awesome.
As we get more popular, we think that you won't have to do this workaround anymore. It should just start popping up in the podcast section. But in the beginning, you're going to have to use your app to do the favorites thing we just explained to you.
And hey, if you want to help make this channel more successful and more popular, get it onto Tesla, right on the home screen. Please like our videos. Mm-hmm. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you haven't already, please check out our Patreon page. Maybe consider donating a few dollars every month to just sort of help us create this news. And
yeah, we have some cool prizes on our Patreon page if you decide to become a patron. So please consider becoming a Patreon.
All right. Thank you so much for watching.
Thanks. Now you know.